The White House confirming moments ago to NBC News that action is expected sometime after the midterms and before the end of the year. BuzzFeed had the most recent scoop reporting on recommendations heading to the president's desk within weeks. The question, of course, what are the recommendations? And with immigration activists on edge, will they satisfy an impatient voting bloc? Joining me now is a reporter who broke the story, Adrian Carrasquillo, BuzzFeed's editor of Latino coverage. Adrian, good to see you.
Good to see you, Jose.
Thanks. Let's talk basics for a moment. You're reporting some sort of minimum length of time in the U.S. and some sort of family ties in the United States to be qualified under some form of legalization. Give us the details.
So activists are concerned. Some of the things they're hearing are, how long would you be in the country to be protected from deportation? So one of the things is if it's 5 years or 10 years. And if it's 10 years that you have to prove, you have to show documents you've been in the country, that's much more difficult, advocates say. So one part of it is how long you've been in the country. The other part of it is, if you read the tea leaves, it looks like one of the things being considered is the parents of U.S. citizens would be protected. However, advocates say, dreamers, undocumented youth brought to this country as children, they say that, in many ways they're the face of immigration, the immigration overhaul. They say that their parents should be protected. And so that is a big thing that's going on right now. They say that these recommendations are being sent this week and next week, and now's the time where they're a little pliable, where they're a little flexible. When they go to Obama, there's going to be a chance that they're lessened, the advocates say.
And Adrian, as you know, we've been reporting on this here on this program, and certainly on Telemundo, we've been talking a lot about how the president will make his executive order. Do we have any idea of what he's considering as far as numbers?
As far as numbers, one of the concerns, one of the advocates told me low 7 figures of people, in the low millions. Another source told me 3 million is what they're hearing. This is a far cry from the bipartisan Senate bill, which would have protected 8 million undocumented immigrants. Luis Gutierrez, the congressman from Illinois, he's been talking about 3 to 5 million. These are the numbers that they're talking about when they say, will Obama go big?
Yeah, and the White House, by the way, pushed back at your report a bit, but you cited 4 separate sources. So even despite this pushback, someone wants these details out there before the midterms, don't you think?
Yeah, they push back on saying it's too early to say what's in there, but they didn't push back on the fact that Homeland Security and the Department of Justice are working on these recommendations right now. And it's obvious that people want, the details. They want to affect the debate right now. One of the concerns for the advocates, they say, is before Obama's political advisors have cautioned him to be conservative on immigration. You saw this with the immigration delay last month. And so, their concern is if these recommendations are not big and bold that get to the president's desk, that his advisors may caution him, don't go as big. Obviously, you have the midterms. Obviously, the Senate could be hanging in the balance. And so these are some of the concerns at play right now.
Adrian, very quickly, any idea when the president will decide one way or another what to do?
The White House has repeatedly said before the end of the year, and I think advocates are going to jump on the White House and the administration the day after the election. I think also that some Democrats are trying to figure out or are keeping an eye on what's going on to see if it does solidify that they start hearing that things are going to go, the things that Obama will not go big, and I think that then they may come out and say something. So it's very interesting right now.
Thank you very much, and that confirms what the White House sources told NBC News just this morning. Appreciate your time. For more on the reaction to the White House, I'm joined